school system's actually fucked. Think about it this way. Nursery. What did you learn in nursery? Nothing. You sit in class all day, sat down, colouring, playing with your friends, building social skills. Okay, now let's go to like year 1, 2. We start learning about numbers, maybe some fractions, time things, stuff like that. Then I learn my colours, my alphabets. Year 3 to 4. Still pretty good. You're doing more creative things, stuff like that. The teachers are really nice. They don't shout. They try and keep very calm voices. Year 5 to 6 is where my brain started getting fucked up and I going mentally, generally feel like I did not want to live at that point. What's wrong with that? In year 5, I got bullied by multiple people and they did nothing. What is wrong with you? You tell me to tell a teacher not to retaliate, not to shout at them, not to hit them, not to do anything to defend myself, make myself look like a little weak brat, like a little pussy-ol, and then you do nothing about it. I had 19 people be racist to me in year 5. And what did the teachers do? Put it in their permanent record. If I'm hiring someone, I'm not going to read for a fucking personal record about what they did when they were 10 years old. I'm not going to give 2 shits. If I'm hiring someone, I'm not reading through their whole entire life story. I do not care if they're trying to apply to college and then it's saying that. I want you guys to stop it happening to me. Because you putting it on their little record and them not being able to get into their dream college isn't helping the fact I want to kill myself. It is not helping the fact I literally hated my body and every way I looked. And that happened to nearly every year 5 girl I know. Not even racism, just other stuff to do with their body, being body shamed, being too skinny, being too fat, What is wrong with that? We are 10 years old. We are not 19, we are not 23, we are not fully grown women, we are not fully grown men. We are not adults. So why the fuck are we acting like we know everything already? Why? I can't sit like this because then it looks like I'm shirtless. Let me grab something. Anyway, we are not at the actual age where we should be hating ourselves that much. I talked to a fully teenage person at that age and we had the same problems. They are 15 years old and I'm 10 and we both have the same mental problems. You know how fucked that up that is? You know how wrong that is, generally, overall, how wrong that actually is. Year 5, the teachers were good, but they just wanted everyone to be kind to each other, everybody to be nice, nobody retaliate, nobody hit. Nobody fall out with their friends, everybody be really nice, kind little people, and you'll grow up to be amazing. Then again, we're not going to, are we? Why am I coughing? So I shouldn't get hit in the stomach every day. I'm getting too worked up over this shit. I do not want... Okay. I can't do anything serious with my... I don't want to have to fake an illness so I don't have to go to school. I don't want to have to lay in bed and shove my middle finger down my throat so I would be sick so I wouldn't have to go to school. I genuinely do not want to make myself more ill than I was. Because I was never sick, and when I was sick, I was really sick. So me randomly throwing up and then throwing up from days and days on end because I didn't want to go to school is ridiculous. And in year 5, you would get bullied non-stop. This is just my experience and more people I know that went to my school. Anything that was wrong with you, everybody knew. My face was too wide. My skin was too light to be counted as brown. Like, I was the whitest black person someone has ever met. Then again, I was the blackest white person someone has ever met. I'm mixed race, 1. And 2, do you know what's running through my mind? if I don't fit in with my whole entire race? Neither of the races want to accept me, nobody wants me, like, nobody actually thinks I deserve to be alive. You know how fucked up that is for my 10-year-old brain to have to be going through? And then they got the school therapist person coming along, talking to you, bringing you out of classes, and it was the same teacher, so everybody knew you had something fucked up in your brain. Everybody knew you were mentally ill if you got taken out by that teacher. And then she's writing everything down, reporting back to your parents. I tell you because I don't want my mum to worry. And then I stopped talking to her. And then she kicked me out, then I got a new one. And then she realised I'm not going to talk about shit. She knew that I loved writing, so she tried and got me to write down my personal experience into a character and put it in the school library. I'm not writing down every fucked up thought I have in a book so people can read about me and think I'm a fucking freak. Which I actually do now, but it's like a whole entire different personality. I have so many different personalities for each different person because I know if I slip up with one person, no one likes me. You had to be two-faced in year 5. In my school, if you weren't two-faced, then you were just that ugly, skanky person. If you were the same with everyone, ooh, what the hell, your personality sucks. So be fake, don't be yourself. What? I had to act tough when I was getting bullied. I had to cry myself to sleep on call because you just had that like one friend. That one friend who you guys kept falling out with, kept ruining stuff together. And no matter what you guys did, you always came back to each other. And to this day, that girl is still my girl. We've been through so much shit together, you can't leave each other. It's like, we just come back because we know more about each other than we know our own selves. And that's fucked up. Year 5, I generally wanted to disappear off the earth. I would play in the road hoping I would get hit. What the hell? I was 10 or 9. I was 9. Was I? Yeah, I was 9 because my birthday's at the end of the year. I was 9 going through that. And I respected my teacher. My teacher was like the only school teacher I could talk to. She was the only one who could tell me something and I would listen to. But at the same time, you can't tell your classroom teacher about bullying. You had to tell the lunchtime people. And did they give a shit? If a child comes up to them, blood dripping down their head, crying their eyes out because someone whacked them with a metal pole? No. Go to the nurse's office, wipe it down, put an ice pack on it, come back out, apologise to the person for making them mad. No. I'm not going to apologise to the person that assaulted me, which they could have went to jail for. Same with all the racism that happened to me. 19 fucking times. That shouldn't be happening 19 times to a 9-year-old. I didn't even know what racism was until I turned 9. My life was fucking perfect until I joined that school. I was so happy. Everything was perfect. My whole entire life, I felt, was the best it could have ever been. I joined that school and boom, my mental health declines and now I'm emo and I'm literally a skank. I hate showing skin because I think I'm a slut. You know how mentally wrong that is? No matter how many times I tell myself, you're not a slut if you show your arms. I am though. I got called a slut for wearing a skirt in year 5 and now I only wear trousers. And no matter how hard I mentally try and change the fact that I'm not a slut, I am. If someone keeps telling you something, digging it down really deep inside of you, no matter how hard you try to release that, you can't. And giving me a therapist and whatever the hell, all these mental things, worsened it. That's not a word. They ruined it. Like, I was very slowly making myself better as a person. I was eventually, like, adapting to just overall knowing I'm just going to be like this now. I can power through it, I can stop listening to them, and I will eventually become better, because I always do. I'm the oldest of like 9, more than 9. No. I cannot sit down and show everyone my emotions. I cannot cry in front of my cousins. I cannot cry in front of my siblings. Then I'm weak, and then they're going to be afraid of life. As the oldest, you have to power through shit. You're the oldest. You're the role model. You cannot be crying in front of them, because then they get scared. Who wants to scare family members? Not me. My chin looks weird. I'm not going to name names because, I had a friend group. I had multiple friend groups. I had like 6 friend groups in year 6 throughout the year, and I kept going back to one toxic one. And my mental health from being in that friend group, I was friends with like skinny, beautiful, light-skinned, overall amazing self-elected popular kids who are basically whores. And I'm not calling them whores, but everybody else called them whores. And me, being the aggressive little fucker I was, defended them with my life. I'm not even joking. The amount of times I got pushed over, the amount of times I got bullied, the amount of times I got shamed, the amount of times I got racism, just the amount of times overall I got hated on for helping them is ridiculous. And you know what they do? They leave me. They leave me, they leave other people, they ruin your life. They break you into a million pieces, and then they don't even try and help you fix it. I got bullied so bad by one kid. I told the teacher so many times, because I don't want to retaliate and hit someone older than me. It was just scary overall, trying to fight yourself against someone older than you, someone taller than you, someone overall with more power than you. They're not going to believe, because we had merged classes, so I was in the same class with them, and it's like, they're not going to believe that they're doing anything. And even if they did, that kid isn't going to get told off, because I'm a liar. Obviously, me defending all my friends overall, like, literally defending them with my life, meant I lied a lot. And I regret that, because, like, bro, I shouldn't have lied for them. It just makes me a bad person. But then you realise, now you're a liar and no one's going to believe you. So I was slowly being broken, crushed down, and then it's like, why? Just why? And when they left and I went into year 6, I was so fucking happy. Like, I'm not even joking. I was like the happiest I've ever been in my whole entire life. I had the best classroom, I had the best people, and I really miss that. It's like, you don't understand how good it is until it's gone. The amount of drama, the amount of shit that went on in year 6, I would trade that any day from the shit I have to experience every day now. I miss my teacher, I miss my friends, I miss everybody. And like, you can't just bring them back. No one wants to talk to you now. They've all got their own friend groups. When you're not in the same class, you don't talk to anyone. You knew everybody, you knew everything about everyone. And I think the weirdest thing is that you knew everyone's smell. Like, you could pick up a jumper, sniff, and you'd be like, yeah, that's theirs. What the hell? Who did that? In year 6, it was much better. Like, the teacher understood it. They stopped putting me in those weird clubs. I was sat on the far left side, in front of the teacher, the whole entire 2 years I was with her. I had only 2 teachers while I was at that school, because I had them both for 2 years. And I genuinely miss that. I don't understand why I hated it so much. Like, my mental health was getting better. It was getting so much better. I swear to God, I was loving myself. I thought I was amazing. I was just so happy. And then I realised it was like the end of the school year. And then loads of people left. Like, I'm saying, people I thought I hated, not know, before this person comments and thinks it's them, bro, I talk to you every day, it's not you. I meant a few other people I hated, left, and it's like, I miss you. Like, I don't care if you bullied me, I don't care if you made my life living hell. I want that back, because the stuff that goes on now is just really hard. And I miss my old classroom, and I just miss all the fun things we did, and it's like, I got put with like the goofiest, most spastic kids ever. Like you know, like the popular kids. I had nearly every single popular kid in my class, and they were all boys. But nearly everyone was popular in year 6. You knew everybody's name in year 6. Good reason or not, you knew everybody in year 6. But these kids were like elite. Like they were just popular overall. And it's fucked up, the fact that I miss them. Like, they were horrible, like, but to your face they weren't. But behind your back, when you're friends with like a few of them and they tell you what's going on. I got called fat so many times for the fact I starved myself in the 6 weeks. Why would I do that to myself? I'm beautiful and I need to... It's really hard to like always know that. It's just, I don't understand what's wrong with me. And I just miss everybody. It's like, why? Why would you miss people that made your life a living hell? Made people that wanted, like, people that just ruined you. As a person, I would have been so better if I just stayed at my old school. Everybody was so nice. The girls and the boys got along perfectly. No one was ever called fat. It's like, I miss some people really badly. I miss the friendships I had. I miss the people. It's like, why did over the 6 weeks did everyone start hating me? Like, I knew everybody hated me before, but why did they start telling me it? Like, the last 2 months was like, the rest of the school year, I hated school. And I was like, I can't wait to get out of here. I can't wait to go to secondary school. No, I should just go back. I miss my teacher. I miss everything that went on in that classroom. If I got given a chance to go back in time and redo a whole entire year, I would redo it. I'm sorry, it looks so pathetic right now. I would definitely redo that. It's like, you had so many fun times, and you just didn't realise it. Like, I didn't realise how many memories I was actually making until it was way too late. I didn't appreciate my class. I didn't appreciate the people I was with until I actually left. And it's like, why? Why couldn't I just see that they were really nice? And no matter if they hated you, they were like, they were nice to you to your face. And it's like, why would you be so mean to everybody? Why did you have to have trust issues? Why did I have to be such a horrible person to everybody? It's like, I don't care if I have trust issues. I could have just been nice to them. I didn't have to ignore everyone. Sorry, I look so freaking pathetic right now. It's like, I think the only thing that got me upset is WhatsApp group chats. Like, those were crazy. I never got added to group chats, and it's like, so there was like 4 group chats about people talking bad about me, and it's like I knew it was happening, but why did you have to tell me? Like, I don't care, honestly. I generally do not care if you don't add me to a year 6 group chat about our classroom. I do not care if I'm not added in group chats. But then you guys don't need to send me screenshots saying that they're talking bad about me. I don't tell one person, like I don't even care anymore about the secret because everybody knows it. Bro, I hid my whole life that I was fatherless. Why? My father's a prick. I met him once. I met him once in 10 years. It's 11, 10 years. No, 10 years. And he was a spastic and called me a tramp and a slut. And he's homophobic. Why did I hide that from everyone? Because then when the people were calling me it, that's when I actually got sad. But if everybody just knew and what they did, I just wouldn't give a shit. I wouldn't have actually cared so much about people knowing that I was fatherless if it was like wasn't such a big deal to me. I don't know why it was, but everyone talking about all their happy families. It's just like no one's got a perfect family. There's never actual perfect families. You can't have a perfect family. It's just you can't. There's always gonna be shit going on, and you know it. I remember PCHE. I loved doing PCHE because I could just write down all my feelings in my book. And I was gonna start on like emotion diary, and I just realised I can't do that shit. I can talk to hours to a camera, post it online. People can watch me freaking cry myself to sleep, and I wouldn't give a shit because I don't care anymore. My life's ruined because I freaking ruined it by being a horrible prick to everyone and just bullying everybody. And there's some people I do not regret bullying. Like, I don't bully that many people. Actually, I regret being mean to Layla because Layla's an actual nice person. I don't know why I didn't like Layla. Layla's beautiful, she's kind, she's amazing, and she's just a sweet person overall. And I don't know why I was so mean to her. She was just an amazing person. However, Lily, May, she can die. Gertie was racist to me and insulted one of my friends. Like, I'm not saying what she insulted him for because it's like, that's not my story to tell. I don't go around, what the fuck is that? Okay, it's my dressing gown. I thought there was an anime picture in my room for a second. It's like girly pop, you can't be insulting people being racist to them. It's just irritating. It's like, some people, it's like being teased and bullied by your own friends. It's like very hard. And then you had people, rumours, like the last few months, people were rumouring that I was sending nudes to people. I'm 11 years old. I'm not, well, I am 11 years old. Like, I'm 12 in like 3 months. You gotta be 13 to have a YouTube channel, so like, yeah. I was 11, I am 11. Like, I'm just saying I was, because I was 11 when they did this. I was 11 years old. Why the fuck would you be saying that I was sending news to people? I wasn't. And the fact people were saying that, it's just... Why would you do that? Why would you say that? Why would you do that shit? We're all 11. In reality, we were all a family. Like, I don't care if people don't believe that. In my head, the whole of year 6 was a family. We all knew everything about each other. We all knew shit that barely any else knew. And you could be crying in class and nobody could care. And there'd be that one person you barely ever talked to. And then they would say something to you. It's like, I don't understand why WhatsApp and online shit became a thing in year 6. We didn't do that in year 5. In year 5, we just bullied people and smacked them and beat them until they could bleed, until they couldn't stand anymore. And we just beat them with sticks and words and shit just went down. Year 6 people would bully you online. I got added to multiple group chats where people would just shout slurs at me. My fucking best friend who left the school was in that group chat. Because one of her friends had told her that I was talking shit about her. I have not even remembered her until then. And Girlie was picking out every insecurity, every secret I've ever told her. It's like, I don't care anymore. I generally do not give two shits if my handwriting sucks, if I'm a bad person, if my family's weird. They're not. You can insult me, you can ruin my life, but you insult my family, I'm gonna bite you. I don't give a hell. I bit people when I was a kid, and I will still bite people to this day. Just because I have more self-control now doesn't mean I'm not going to give a... I'm just going to let you sit down and talk horrible about me all day. And, like, going on to some of the best memories in year 5, there was nothing. I remember going home and crying myself to sleep every day while listening to Melanie Martinez and Mitski, who my best friend introduced me to. Thanks, Indy, for introducing me to her. She's, like, the best singer ever. And, yeah, I would sit there and cry and cry and cry until my body literally felt numb. I found a better coping mechanism when I was 8. I stopped when I went into year 5, and then I started again in year 6. Before anyone thinks I'm doing drugs or smoking, I am not. Indy knows what I'm talking about, but I'm not saying that online because, like, I'm not going that shit clipped. Okay. My best memories in year 6 were Cow Shop. I loved Cow Shop. I got threatened to get sent home so many times that I spent in a room with India. And Sky. Sky hates me. She was homophobic as fuck in year 5. And I don't like her for that. Oh yeah, and she used to stalk my YouTube channel and like watch it because she knew I was going to say stuff about her. Like, when people see videos, it's like titled Year 6 Drama or anything to do with like me talking about my personal life. People I know be clicking on those like it's literally the last piece of food they're going to eat and they're in the safari desert or some shit. Like, You guys don't need to know every little bit about my life. Fuck off. I send this out online so when I'm older, I can see and reflect and then redo another one of these videos. You guys can see if I've improved or if I'm just emo. The only reason I liked Cowshot is I think waking up and knowing most of the people, nearly everyone was there, except for like 3 kids who were scared to go. I got to go for free because, like, I don't know, I'm just one of those kids. Me and my friend Jenny are just one of those kids that get free stuff. And I think my mum doesn't, like, we're not in a bad financial state. They just give it us for free because mini hanger. Oh my god, I'm keeping that. They just gave it to us for free because, like, we knew the school was, like, been there for a while. I don't know why they did it. They just did it. I was just one of the many kids who got lucky enough because the teacher liked me. Yeah. Waking up, eating the food was disgusting, but I did eat pears and mayonnaise while I was there, and it, like, got me really sick. I, like, remember hearing, like, it would be 3 a.m, I'd be laid talking to India, or I'd have, my sleep paralysis was acting up like hell when I was there. My parents are sleeping, it's, like, really late. And, yeah, I could just remember, like, waking up and knowing everyone's there and just being there. It's, like, you could talk to anybody and they would care. And I barely cried in year 6, but one time I did cry, and that was after I had a fallout with one of my friends. I went up to my other friend and I hugged her and I just burst into tears. And now that friend hates me. One time I show weakness, like, I barely cry because, like, not in public at least. And then the other time I cried was to do with racism. I was crying on my desk, the teacher was ignoring me, everybody was ignoring me. Except one kid. He was laughing at me, and so was Leo, who was laughing at me. One kid asked me if I was okay, which was Josh. He asked me if I was okay, and I was like, do I look okay? And he just burst into laughter, and it's like, I don't know why, but I kind of stopped crying after that. It's like, I don't know, it's just, people talking to me, like, was very comfortable. Like, people actually caring if I was okay just made me feel really more safe in the environment. Then we had the water gun fight and the discos. The last disco was pathetic. Like, Forrest was sick, my brother, so I decided I was just not going to go to school that whole entire week. I don't go to school, and then the last day there's a disco, so I just turn up to school. And every year 6 is on their phone, except for me and a few of my friends who were dancing. And I wasn't dancing, you were just jumping up and down, bobbing to the music, singing your heart out. Like, it's my last disco. And it wasn't. There was a silent disco where we had headphones, and it was so funny. And, then we had, only 2 more things I'm going to talk about. The good things, and then, like, some bad things that happened along. So we did a production, which I think was the happiest memory I have in year 6, which is pathetic. Because nobody wanted to do it. Like, I got a bad role, but I did not care. I had a good time. There was some kids running the stands, and they gave me some free food. But when I was doing one of my solos with my friend Emma, freaking Josh, Jack, and whoever else was sorting it out, stopped the music, and it was, like, so awkward. And then they just redid it, and it was like, oh my freaking god. Yeah, I think that's my best memory in year 6. There was nothing bad that happened. And then bowling. Why did I not give a shit that was the last time I was going to see anybody? I didn't say bye to, like, so many people. Because I was just like, your brain doesn't really click in that you're never seeing these people again. These people you spent, like, 4 years of your life with, 2 years, like, 3, 2, 4, like, you spent so long with those people. And then it's like, I didn't know half the people in year 6 were in my class existed. And then they was just there. And then we're friends. Like, if you were in my classroom, I counted you as a friend or I counted you as an enemy. You got put in one of those categories. There was no in between. You were either my friend or I hated you with a passion. And I didn't click that I was never going to see these people again. They were never going to talk to me. I was never going to see them in person. I was never going to actually be able to talk to them in person. It's like, why the fuck would you do that? And I had a toothache while everyone was leaving. Just not even like I go up to people and say goodbye, and I just really... I missed the opportunity to say goodbye to so many of my good friends, so many people. Like, if I knew it was the last time I was going to proper talk to them, they were going to like me, I would have said goodbye, and I would have really cried my eyes out. And it's like, why? Just why? Why? If I had to redo one day, it would be that day. Not even a year. If I had a chance to redo one day, it would be that day. And I would probably cry my eyes out so badly. We got to go on a limo ride, and then we got to do bowling, and then we got to eat. And it's like, I can just remember the whole time, I did not care. I did not realise that it was the last time I was going to see so many people. And now it's like, why? Just, why are you so idiotic? Why was I such a spastic to realise I wasn't going to see those people again? I should have said bye. And I had a toothache, and one of my, like, best friends wasn't going to the same secondary school as me. He left, and someone walked up to me. Alfie walked up to me and told me that he just left. I was already crying on the table because of my toothache, which I don't know I had to get on that day. I look at the door and I see him leaving, and I'm like, okay. And then he like properly walks out, and it just, my realisation sinks. I'm never seeing that person again. And I was already crying, but like my tears were just freaking. But I was on the table, literally felt like I'd never cried that much in my life, and it's so weird. It's like, why would I be so weak in front of so many people? It's just fucking pathetic that the best moments of my life, best moments in my school year, were when I was losing people, when I was leaving people, and like only one good thing was, like, reassuring thing was that when people were at Caltro, no one was bullying you because you were put in groups. My friend got moved out of that group, so then I was sad, and I was just being horrible to all the instructions. I was getting put out, I was getting told off. I was like, and I felt so bad when I was at Caltro because the teachers kept telling me they were going to send me home because I was just not listening. And it was like, you kicked out my best friend from my group. What the fuck do you expect me to do? I'm sat here with a load of fucking strangers who were from my like year 6. They're in the opposite class, and I don't even know them properly. And you sat me with them, and I just have to sit there and deal with it. It's like, I don't know these people. Why would you do this? Why can't I just be with my best friend? And I look so fucking pathetic. This isn't even the reason I did this video. I don't even know why I did this video. I just needed to talk, and it's like, I always record myself doing this shit, but I never post it. Don't even know I'm gonna post this, or I'm just gonna rewatch this. And then you've got like year 7, and it's like so different. It's so scary. It's so freaking bad. I just want to go back. I didn't eat for the first week because I didn't realise you had to pay a thumbprint, and I didn't realise I had a thumbprint, and I didn't realise the school was giving me money because, like, I don't know, every school just gives me free money. I don't know what's going on. It's just, yeah, like me, Jenny got like £2.75 a day, and not to our account, which doesn't count for real money because they're just giving it to us for free, so we can get a meal. It's like, what the hell? If you don't have money, you starve. What the fuck? We are children, and we're growing up learning that if we don't have money, we're gonna starve. We know that. But the fact you're gonna have to make us pay it so young, and that they don't even give a shit if you go hungry. If you're going hungry and you're starving and you have to make it through, I don't know, because sometimes they've got 6th here, but we've only got 5th because we're year 7. You've got to make it through that whole day with no food. It's like, what the fuck? What the actual fuck? In primary school, we were told to be different, not to fit in. If everyone was different, we'd be boring. In year 7, if we don't exactly all look the same, if we're not all looking smart, like, if we're not all in perfect matches of each other, disgusting, get away from us. Detention, isolation, points, credits, I don't understand this shit, and it's like, why? Why is this such a big change? And I understand it was gonna be hard, but like, not this hard. And it's like, what the fuck is actually going on with me? what is going on with me mentally, physically. I don't understand anymore. It's so hard to deal with, and I can't talk to anybody because I'm so scared they're gonna make fun of me. It's like, I don't even have... I just want to go back to being normal. I just want to go back to being myself. I want to go back to being 7 years old, where I had no problem in the world, but I thought everything was literally gully gumdrops and rainbows and everything was just perfect. I thought unicorns existed. I thought, like, I was so freaking innocent. And then I turned 8 and boom, everything goes downhill. Everything starts getting ruined. Everything is just horrible. And you know what's more fucked up? I could walk into school with my shirt untucked and I could be sent to a 2-hour detention after school, wasting even more time of my life at that fucking area, which I actually hate for passion so much. The teachers are so horrible. They do not understand that respect is something that's earned. Respect is a fucking two-way street. If you're going to scream at me and shout at me and just scream and scream and scream, it's like, I can't deal with loud noises anymore. To the fact them shouting at me over the last 3-4 weeks have mentally ruined me so much. I hear a loud noise and I fucking flinch. Why? Just why? They haven't done anything to me. Except from the fucking wood tech teacher who decided to smack a giant metal rod on one of the tables and it fucking terrified the shit out of me and I don't know why. But I've just been hearing so many loud noises, so many loud noises, so many like loud things. Like my eardrums just feel like they're gonna burst. It's just terrifying. I don't understand why, because it's like nothing's wrong. I've never been scared of loud noises before. But okay, now I'm overheating. I don't understand why loud noises are such a bad thing like they weren't before. But I'm gonna sit down in a classroom and I don't never need to go to the toilet. I've seen people get screamed at to the fact it's scary. Like, I'm generally scared of most of the teachers now. Because I've heard people get screamed at for wanting to go to the bathroom. Like, I'm sorry that my fucking digestive system does not digest quick enough in the... I have to wait in line with like 5,000 big kids in front of me. It is terrifying. Everybody's taller than me. It's like, I went from being the biggest of the school to feeling so small. I get shoved around, smacked, hit, and it's like, why? Just why? I've been pushed so many times, my knees are bruised. Give me a second, sorry. So I'm gonna pass out. I've got the hottest room in the house. And I never wear tank tops. This is the first time I've ever worn a tank top. No, first time in 2 years I've worn a tank top because I'm like insecure about my body or whatever. And yeah, it's like I'm just kind of scared of what's gonna happen if I don't want to do this anymore. I don't want to be a disappointment. I have to be better than everybody else. I can't be below average. I have to be above average. I cannot not be perfect. I have to be the best I can possibly be. And if I don't be it, then I'm a spastic lunatic that gets put with me. And why? Just why? Because they gave us a test that made no sense. I had to order things in a row and just... It wasn't a proper test. SATs, I understand SATs more than I understand this shit. And it was just like putting shapes and patterns, and that's going to decide what like set we get put in. I'm going to get put for little kids that understand nothing about life. I'm going to be sick. Oh no, I'm going to be sick. I haven't cried. I've been crying for like half an hour straight. Oh, that's probably why I'm going to be sick. My body fluids or whatever. Oh, I look pathetic. Oh my god. So, I look so freaking naked if I do that. It's like really hard. Ugh. It's like, if you can get shouted at, screamed at so badly, if you just down and don't like listen. If I wanted to go to the toilet, which I don't because I'm just scared they're gonna shout at me if I ask them to go to the toilet. Like normally you can get like really like scared of loud noises from like personal problems. But that's not happening to me. I'm getting really scared of loud noises due to teachers screaming and shouting. Just overall loud noises are really scaring me. And the bell is so fucking loud. It depends what classroom, but that bell is so fucking loud in my ears. And the teachers just say, no, you're not allowed to go until I say, then why the fuck do you have a bell? I storm out of the classroom. I'm going to start storming out the classroom if they say the bell does not dismiss you. I do. You don't. Why the fuck would you pay over £300 to get a bell in nearly every classroom if it does not dismiss me? What the fuck is the point of the bell? Then we have 5 minutes to get to another classroom. If they hold us in for 3 minutes, I have 2 minutes to get to another classroom. If I miss it, if I get in that like class late, they're going to give me an isolation or they're going to give me a detention. And I cannot get detention. I cannot sit in a room for being quiet by myself, being still. I don't even know what they're doing in detention. I've skipped like 2 already. I'm going to be sick. I'm going to be sick. I'm not even joking. I'm going to be sick. Oh shit, I'm gonna be sick. I hate this. Oh shit, is it tonsillitis? Oh my god, please don't tell me my tonsillitis is back. I was off for like 3 months because of my tonsillitis. It was so bad I could barely breathe. I did not eat for 3 weeks straight, and then I just kept eating, not eating. I lost so much weight. It's like, tonsillitis wasn't that bad. Now at least I look decent. I don't look as fat as normal. But like, I don't understand. So there's a few things. I don't understand why the fuck I have to ask to go to the bathroom. They are training us to be mindless little zombies. They're just training us to take orders. They're not training us. They're not teaching us to become CEOs. Because CEOs would not sit down and wait and listen, put their hand up and wait 30 minutes. You used to be 15 minutes into the lesson, and if you don't ask like 5 minutes, like the 5 minutes where you're allowed to go to the bathroom, you can't go to the bathroom 15 minutes into the lesson, and you can't go into the bathroom if it's too close to the end of the lesson. But my digestive system chooses. It's like, bro, I was on my period and I wasn't allowed out of the classroom. I was scared to even ask to go out of the classroom. I cannot deal with this every week. I can't. I just can't. I can't. It's just so scary. I don't know why. I just don't understand why it's so terrifying. I just miss everybody. I just miss my teachers. I just miss everybody. I miss being able to stay at home and do online work. This homework is so fucking mentally ruining. I do all my homework on a Sunday because I don't want to do it on a Saturday. Saturday is my only free day when I don't work now. If I get detention, it's like, why? Oh my god, why is that? I just don't like it. I just don't like myself. I don't like anything anymore. I don't understand the point in a school uniform. Like, I know it's to make everyone fit in and look the same. And like, because imagine if a kid rolls up into school with Gucci. But in reality, can you not just set a budget? I'm not even fucking joking. If you wanted everybody to be equal, dress code people for wearing clothes that are like big designer brands and wearing inappropriate outfits. Just let me come into school in a hoodie and some sweatpants. I don't want to have to be wearing these tight trousers, these tight skirts, this tie. Like, I don't even care. I'm not even joking. I will sit in class with the tie on if I get to wear a fucking hoodie and some sweatpants. I cannot stand another lesson where I have to wear my blazer on, my tie, my shirt, like my fucking trousers. It's so scary to step out of line to the point I don't want to be alive. Why though? I'm 11. And I want to kill myself so fucking bad, but I can't because I have so many cousins, so many siblings. If I kill myself, then it's just going to make other people upset. And I don't want to ruin people's lives. And that's the thing. I don't get emotional, ever. And me posting this is just a sign of weakness, but like if I do post this, like understand, I trusted this, like I don't give a fuck anymore. I don't. I just genuinely don't. My mental health is so fucking bad. I was so close to telling my mum, like I was so close to coming out to my mum, I was so close to like telling her everything that I find wrong in my life. But then you're just gonna think I'm doing it for attention. It's like, only one person I've ever had to talk about this shit to, and it's India. Because she relates to me. I relate to all of her problems. But I don't even want to tell. I tell her like a quarter of my problems. Because I feel bad dumping that onto people. And I want to just sit down in my bed with my phone held close to me. And I just want to cry and just talk to someone. I don't want it to be a random stranger who my mum pays me to go talk to. I don't want to have to sit with a therapist and make them listen to them rant on about how I could get fixed and what causes and what stuff I could do to get fixed. I need to fix myself. Because if I can't work out and do everything by myself, then I'm weak and I'm pathetic and I'm just all those things people called me in year 5. But the fact, like, year 7 is so weird. I just don't like it. Give me 2 fucking reasons. I'm going to start a petition so we don't have to wear a bad school uniform in the UK, the whole of the UK. Because I don't want to sit in class, overheating, sweating, stinking like actual BO because these clothes are so hot. They are so warm and my body temperature's like, I'm used to a hot room. My room is the hottest room in the house and I'm normally wearing, I'm never showing my arms. This is the first time I showed my, like, wore a tank top to bed in 2 years. I'm used to the hot weather. My body is literally takes the hottest bath it can possibly take. But I go into that closet and I start sweating. The fuck? I've never sweated once in my life. And if I have, I've never stunk and I've never actually known I was sweating. Because it's like, I didn't do it. I was never active enough to be doing it. So me sitting in classroom and sweating when I'm doing nothing is like disgusting. Even though sweating, you lose weight from sweating, I think. I feel like I'm gonna be sick. I don't understand this shit. I don't understand any of it. I don't understand it. What's the point? If someone can sit to me and explain why I have to go through, well, it depends what career I'm doing, doesn't it? Well, I don't even know what career I want to be when I'm older. I just want to be something that will impress others. I don't have a passion other than baking, and it's like, that's not gonna get me anywhere. I can't cook, I can only bake. That is not gonna get me anywhere. Well, I can barely ever bake because no one likes cooking in this household, other than my mum, and she likes cooking, not baking. I like baking, and I can't do that if no one's helping me. It's the first time I've done that in so long. No, please don't spill. I don't care if I'm wiping my nose on this. I sleep in this all the time. It's like, this is bread for people. It's like, why? I don't care. I don't have a passion. Nobody cares. Everybody knows what they want to be, and I don't. Because I just want to be rich. I want to be able to buy my problems away. I want to be able to have a nice house. Me being rich, at least I know if I die, everybody I know is going to be able to be supported. Everybody I love enough to have in my will be set for life. That's what I want to die thinking. If I would die the next day, everybody I knew would be safe. No one would be hurt. Everybody would be like happy. It's like, and even at my funeral, I don't want it to be a proper funeral. I would rather people like, I would rather it be a party that I died. Like, not celebrating that I died, but like People just having a good time. And there's something wrong with me for that. There's just shit wrong with me, and I don't know what is wrong with me. I'm one of the only kids I know that doesn't have a career plan. The only 4 things I've ever wanted to do in life was ridiculous. I wanted to be an artist, but I suck in art. I wanted to go to a culinary school and bake and just make a living off that. Open a bakery, do something like that. Because people do that, but I wouldn't be able to make it. Look at me. I'm sorry, but I'm a mixed race girl who looks like a whore, who's a skank, who's been put down her whole life, and mentally wants to murder herself. There's no way I would get anywhere in life. I wanted to be an author, but I'm not being an author. Because everything I write is my own weird, fucked up brain. I mean, I have a whole entire different world of characters, people, settings, things I dream about, and then I just write down in my little notebook during school. I have a whole entire world full of different people, different personalities, different just everything. And if I publish that, people would think I was a psychopath, and I'm not doing that. And then the one I'm going to be is a lawyer. Lucky me. I know a lot about law, and if I do become a lawyer, I want to stand for parents, like, you know, families fighting for custody of a child. I want to do that, and I don't want to be. I'm not going to make a living off that, because my silly ass. If there's a single mother fighting for the right over her child because her dad's like an abusive alcoholic, I'm not going to want to be stealing grands and monies and thousands of them, am I? I can't do that. I'm just not the type of person. Like, everyone thinks I'm a really bad person because I just act like a bad person. I don't want people to know that I'm such a weak person inside. Yeah, I make videos like this, and I think this is the first one I'm going to post. I don't even know if I'm going to post this shit. Probably not. Look at me. I'm an ugly 11-year-old who hasn't had a glow up. I look like a fucking slag because I'm showing my arms and so much skin. It's like, the school system is fucked up. The school system is so fucked up that it's ruined me as a person. I just wish I could have my childhood back. Like, when I get home, it's one of the... Is there something on my fucking bed? No, it's my prime. Shit, are you sure? Why am I checking under my bed? I'm freaking 11 years old. There's no monsters under my bed. It's just prime and books. Someone knocked over my pile of books. Brats. That's why I'm thinking the monster. My pile of books that someone knocked over. Anyway. Schools robbed my childhood. Growing up, I'm not going to be able to be back in my day. What am I going to say? Back in my day, I wanted to fucking kill myself because I was being bullied so bad because of my skin tone, because of everything that's wrong with me, because of the things I ate, because of the things I did, because of everything, because I was a fucking skank. I was the worst child ever. I was a pathetic little brat who could barely even have the will to live. The only people keeping her alive were her family and friends. No child want to listen to their mum cry themselves to sleep every night. And like, I just can't. I generally can't do this anymore. I can't do life anymore. School's so fucked up, it's ruined me. Now I realise that. Like, it took me nearly an hour to realise school's fucked me up. Like, really badly. Like, really badly. Shit, school sucks. I'm not trying anymore. I'm not trying to have an education anymore. School is literally a battle to get through life every day at this point. Why is my lighting behind me look like I'm freaking being surrounded by holy light? Anyway, I don't want to have to go to school and fight for my will to live. And then there's all these counsellors. I'm not going to sit and talk to a complete stranger about all my life problems. Because they write that down, that shit goes straight to your parents. They're like, oh, we won't tell anyone unless we think it's needed to. But it's always going to be needed to. If I tell them this, I would be in the psycho ward. I probably am going to be in the psycho ward when I'm older. I'll make YouTube videos for you guys when I'm in there, like, preppy. But, like, he's, like, so fucking bad. I've been ranting on for an hour about how my life problems. School's fucked up so many kids. So many kids I've seen go from literally the best innocent things to psychopaths that vape and kill themselves every day. And, like, when I say kill themselves every day, I mean like vaping and like smoking and drinking. It's like, what the fuck changed us? Children used to be so happy at this age. We didn't have devices, and before people keep saying it's that damn phone, no. People need to understand that not everything is social media. Social media did ruin a lot of my life, but it wasn't that. I never thought I was insecure because of models. I always looked up to models, but I've never done anything due to models. It's always because of school. School has fucked me up. I used to be so beautiful. I used to be so kind, and now, like, you get more acne from stress, and, like, I'm just gonna look ugly and skanky my whole entire life because I'm so fucking stressed out by everything. Every little thing I do, I'm scared people will hate me for it. I'm like, why can't I just love myself? Why do I always need to seek constant validation or whatever it is? I just want people to love me. It's like, you can't be asking for that at fucking 11 years old. I should be at least 16 before I even think about this type of shit. Yeah, school is so fucked up. School's ruined me as a person. It's ruined my life. It's ruined my friend's life. It's ruined everybody I know. And leaving behind some people that you care about in primary school is like so hard. The teachers have screamed at me so many times. I've been picked on so many times by 40-year-old people, 30-year-olds, 20-year-olds. What the fuck is wrong with you? I'm 11. I'm 11 and I'm thinking about this shit. There's something so fucked up in my brain. I'm never going to figure out what it is. I just keep thinking and thinking like this. I'm never going to realise what's wrong with me. Because I'm just like that. I will always be like this. I'm always going to be like this. I can't just change overnight because I decided to spill my guts out and vent to a phone. I just want to go back. I just want to go back to being 7. I want to go back. I really want to restart year 6, restart year 5. Be friends with everyone. Be friends with the people I was like. And not date. Just never date in year 5. Why would I do that to myself? That ruined me too. My own boyfriend calling me the N-word. I think that's like that's my whole entire fucking school life story right now. And then to go into the only 2 points, like the only few points I actually give a fuck about. School uniform, we need to get rid of it. Sorry, like, I know people might not care. But I do not care if people are going to walk past me, think I'm a fucking whore, a fucking skank, because I'm wearing a school outfit and I look like a whore. I look like a brat. I look like a fucking mindless zombie. I see kids walking around in those outfits. I'm not sending my student to school there. I don't care if you think we look smart. We all look miserable when we leave. And on purposely, I undo my tie, I untuck my shirt, I swing my blazer, I tighten my thing, I fucking tie my tie as bad as I can look, just so kids don't get sent there. It is ridiculous. And I know most people are not going through this shit. I don't know what's wrong with me. I'm never going to know what's wrong with me. Because I'm not talking to someone about it. And I can't talk to someone about it. My brain literally just doesn't function like that. I try to talk to someone about this and I just can't. Someone puts a screen in front of me, sits inside a different room and I don't realise they're listening in. Everybody would know my problems. Everybody. But me being me, I just can't do that shit. I just can't take this stuff anymore. And school uniform's so fucking ratchet. I don't even know what that word means. we should start a petition, and it's like, get rid of school uniform, please. I'm not even joking. I fucking hate it. I'm so uncomfortable every day, and it's like, we would work so much better if we were comfortable in the clothes we're wearing, if we felt confident in the outfits we were wearing. And why don't? I don't know, let us express ourselves. I get told off for having this in my hair. I've worked my whole life adding colour into my hair because I feel like such a bland human being. I'm such a bad human being. My whole life, I'm literally black, black, black. Everything on me is a dark shade. Adding bright colours, which I can't even add a bright colour anymore. It's a freaking dark blonde. I love putting colours in my hair because it just makes me feel alive. It just makes me feel more like I stand out and I'm not just some person shading into it. And what I think I'm going to do is I'm going to figure a way to... I'm just going to try and help more kids speak up. Because I don't want kids going through the shit I did. I should become a therapist when I'm older. But no one wants to talk to a fucking therapist. I would probably be a good therapist. I could listen to people's problems all day and like... I would gladly and talk to them and just want them to be happy. Because I hate when I see people really upset and depressed about their lives. And it's like, I've seen so many people go through the hardest shit in their lives and joke about it with their friends because they don't want to seem like weird. You're going through a really hard time. You don't need to be joking about this shit. You don't need to act like you're happy. You can tell when people are upset. And I know this person, and when they were like nervous or sad or scared, they would do like the same thing with their body. It's like, can you guys not understand that they are literally up on the verge of crying right now and you're just standing there laughing at them? Deal with it. You guys just need to man up and be nice to your friends. Stop fucking teasing them for no reason. Why the fuck would you do that? Why? Your friends are going through hard shit and you're just gonna laugh at them. What the fuck? This isn't even aimed at you guys. It's just aimed at certain people. Like, be a better person overall. Why is there a yellow square around my head? Just deal with it. Just learn how to be a better person. You know, it's not that fucking hard. It's not that hard to just be nice to someone. I try my hardest to smile at people when I walk past them. They give me skank looks. What the fuck? I'm trying to make you feel better about yourself. If I think someone looks nice, I will tell them because it's like, that could make their whole entire day for all I know. And here's one thing, just to go back to the school uniform topic. If you don't want kids to feel like, oh, they're poor and they're not going to fit in, just make sure people can't be like literally wearing bras and thongs to school. Make a dress code saying that you can't wear inappropriate things and shit like that, and that you can't wear expensive brands, and boom, we're all fitting. Maybe say you can't wear like the brightest colours to school. Like, even if they said I couldn't wear neon colours to school, I would be over the moon to the fact that I could sit in class in like one of my giant oversized hoodies and just be me. Because wearing the same uniform, they want us to express ourselves. But then they don't. They really don't, do they? They just want us to fit in like everybody else and become mindless zombies. And with the toilet thing, what the fuck are you on? My digestive system is not going to take... So the lines to get there is like half an hour. We have like an hour lunch. That's the only break I have all day. I spend 3 hours in the morning doing all my dumb lessons. Then I have an hour lunch. I spend 30 minutes trying to get my food. And then by the time when I get my food, it tastes horrible, cold, and it's like the only thing I didn't even get what I wanted. And then my digestive system's going to take like 30 minutes to go, so I'm already in a lesson. They're then going to say I have to wait another 15 minutes. And then I don't even want to go because they put a point and then it gets put into like behaviour points. It's like, and too many behaviour points make you a detention. Mate, you give me a fucking detention, I'm not doing it. I'm going to get told off for these by my wood tech teacher. I don't care, I like my acrylics. This is my first time actually feeling happy about something on my skin. I haven't bit my nail. It's like, I'm just improving as a person very slowly. And I don't understand what fuckery they're doing to the little kids. I've seen little kids wearing crop tops. Like when I was my age, when I was that age, I didn't know a lot about this shit. I didn't know about mental health. I didn't know about the LGBTQ plus. I didn't know about all these different things. And then I turned 8 and it just clicked. Like so many things click. I think the way I realised my sexuality is I met someone who was a part of the LGBTQ plus, and they explained everything to me. Like it took like a while for me to actually click and understand, but like I was 7 and I dated a girl. I didn't know what that was though. I just thought I was weird and I was like, it was just me, and it's like, but then I dated a boy, which makes me bisexual. It's like, then I realised I'm pansexual because I would date anyone. Like I just want people to love me and care about me. And I just don't understand that, like, this shit that goes on. I've had so many teachers be really homophobic, and it's like, I haven't told anyone, it's just really homophobic with the shit they say. The school was talking about shit like that, and it's like, what the fuck? What the actual fuck? I can't express myself, and I'm genuinely scared. I asked my friends what colour I should get next, and I'm getting purple. There's girls walking around with fucking red hair once they died. I swear, if I get told off for having my purple strands of hair, I'm going to burst into tears, crying, and say this is the only way I can fucking express myself, because this school, I'm literally so bland. I'm a bad person, I'm a bad human being, and I just want to express myself. I want to be a role model for so many little kids out there. It's like, if you're like 9 or something, don't be depressed, please. Just be happy about your life. It must be really hard. And if anyone needs someone to talk to, like, comment on one of my videos, like, you need someone to talk to, and I will give you, like, an email. I'll make a new email so we can email each other, just so you can talk and explain your problems. Like, I don't give a fuck how much shit I'm going through. If I can help someone's life, I gladly will. Like, anyone needs someone to talk to, I'm here for so many people. I've had such a large fan base, and then everything be deleted. It's like, I've never been like this on a YouTube channel before. I never wanted to express myself or my feelings. I just wanted everyone to think I'm a perfect little person, and I wanted everyone to think I'm a good person, I'm perfect. And so many role models out there are like that. They don't explain the shit they go through. They don't show you what goes on behind the camera. And it's like, if I want to be a role model to so many little kids out there, like, I was watching people like this when I was 9, like, watching just people cry their eyes out, explain, and if they need someone to talk to, and then I was talking to them. I had like an online best friend called like Jessie Joe125, and we had a really good friendship. And then one day my mum blocked her and everything, and I forgot her username, and like I remembered it a few weeks ago, and I don't want to get back in contact with them. Like, they were my best friend. They knew so much shit about me. Like, she was a bit older than me, and it's like, I just need someone to talk to. And I've got this best friend who lives down the road. Like, my best friend Emily is literally basically my sister, and I feel bad. I want to walk further to school, but then Jenny doesn't like her, so it's like, I don't want to make one of my friends who's in my year group sad, but I don't want to make her sad. Emily's watched me grow up, and it's like, I've watched so many of my cousins and family members grow up, and it's like so adorable. But knowing I have to be the one to set the reputation, I have to set a really high standard. If I set a low standard and they all beat me, I'm a pathetic little wimp. If I set a high standard and none of them beat me, they're going to think they're lower than me. If I set a standard that is beatable and reachable, and if they need money, I'll give it to them. Like, I don't give a hell anymore about myself. I don't care how mentally wrong I am. I just want everyone to be happy and not have to go through the shit me and some of my friends have went through. I've been ranting for an hour now about my life, and it's like really relieving. to get this out. And I'm sorry if anybody watches this and thinks I'm a crybaby. I'm not really emotional normally. It's just like school is like, this is one Monday. This is one day after a Monday. And if I could rant on for hours and hours about the shit they do, and I'm just probably gonna start doing that. Like, this account's gonna be just me crying every day. Why do schools do this to little kids? I was 9. No, I was 10. I was 10. I was fucking 10. Why did they do that? Why did they ruin me that much? If they didn't do that, I probably would have been so beautiful right now. I would have been so happy, beautiful, and still cared so much about how I live and how I look, and still, like, just actually giving a hell about others' feelings and shit like that. But now, when I talk to people, I have to put on a tough act. It's like, I don't want to be tough anymore. I just want to be able to cry. I just want people to know who I feel. And my only friend I can talk to is moving halfway across the world. It's a freaking 11-hour time difference. It's like... And then my friend that stays here, it's like, I think I've ruined her too. Everyone I talk to, I think, just gets ruined. But it's like, I know she had problems before me, so it isn't even my fault. But, like, deep down, I know I've ruined her. I've ruined everyone I talk to. I've ruined everybody. No matter what I'm doing, I'm gonna keep ruining people's lives, because that's just who I am. Look at me, I'm a fucking skanky prick. Deserves to die, and I just don't want to live anymore. I just want to die. I just really want to die at this point, and it's just so hard. I feel like I need to take everybody's blame. I don't want people getting in trouble for me, and I don't want people not liking me. Poor Eddie. And poor Eddie's went through so much. I just don't understand how a school could do this to kids. Like, we are fucking children. We have a life ahead of us. We have so much to accomplish. So many of us are destined for greatness. And I know that, like, half of us are doing that shit who's gonna make it out there isn't gonna make it now because of the school. The school system is so fucked. And that's just my experiences. I know so many kids. I could go on for another 6 hours about 4 different kids that have been ruined just as much as me. And now I realise that is so wrong. That is so fucking wrong. My teacher always, my primary school teacher, because I'd be like, all the teachers now, like, this is why I'm not a primary school teacher. Primary school teachers are so fucking good. They're so nice. They care so much about you. They like bond. They literally form relationships with the children, not like relationship, but like, you know, they like, the kids trust them most of the time. It's like, I just want to go back. And it's just, what was I talking about? I don't even remember. So I was going on about something to do with primary school teachers and how the teachers right now. My primary school teacher, Miss Stack, used to tell me that my voice can always make a difference. But now it doesn't. I know it won't. Look at me. Just look how fucking ugly and skanky and ratty and little pathetic little brat and skanky whore I am. I just need to die, for fuck's sake. No one would miss me. No one would miss me, literally. Not even my dad loves me. My dad thinks I'm a tramp. He met me once and he thinks I'm a tramp. I was so happy a few weeks ago. Like, I was really happy. And then he just had to come along and ruin everything. And he just had to be so horrid. Like, I was finally getting to a better mental state, and he ruined it. Like, why would you come back? Go away. And the worst thing is, I couldn't leave Cyrus with him because I don't want Cyrus standing out like me. Like, I hate my siblings. I love Cyrus so much. We've been through so much shit together. And, like, he's helped me so many times when I've been crying. It's like... Why the hell does that work? I look like I'm making one of those apology videos. Yeah, I don't really have a real voice, so if my voice randomly changes, it's not because I'm putting on an act, it's because my voice when I'm talking about stuff. Like, it will just randomly change its tone or something. I'm really calm now, so my voice is just kind of like really low because I'm tired. Like 1 in the morning or some shit. I don't like how the school treats kids. I don't want them to be treating all of us like this. I don't want people I know to have to be going through this. I don't want people I don't know to have to be going through this. I've seen so many people get ruined. And like, the hate on social media is unreal. I had 300 subscribers, that's the most I've ever had, and then I got spam reported and got deleted because somebody didn't like my content. That was a year of my life I'd put into social media, and it's like, I don't even do it anymore. I don't just stand. I can just sit in front of the camera, cry my eyes out, and it's like, I just trust random strangers with so many facts about my life. It's like, I shouldn't be doing this. It's so dark outside. I want my friends back. I want them to just walk through the store and like sit down next to me and I could just cry my eyes out to people's arms all the time. But I'm not gonna do that because that's just bombarding them with my problems. You win your own battles, you fight your own fights, you get... Oh my god. Oh giddy aunt. Oh, it's when it's on my face, when the triangle on my face has got higher pixels, I think, I don't know. And it's like, bro, we're little children, you're ruining our brains, you're ruining everything about our lives, and then you're saying that it's educational. This is how the real world is. The real world is not going to break me mentally. I can tell you that for sure. You put me... The school's like, they put you in a Southampton school. Why are you putting us in a Southampton school? Why Southampton? Why choose Southampton? Like, bro, they were like, you would not survive a week in a Southampton school. Southampton is so fucking far away from here. They really be acting like they're gonna drive us 6 hours across the country. I don't even know where Southampton is. I think it's near London. London's far away from here, so I don't know. I think London's like more than 2-day drive from here. Was it 4 days? 2 or 4 day drive from here. He'd be like, you would not survive it then. I'm like, bro, I know people from Southampton. I've texted, I've talked, I've contacted people from Southampton. And they're saying that the school's basically just trash there. It's like, shut up. Shut up. Shut the fuck up. Nearly everyone in this school is mentally ill or is a bully. I've not met one happy person in this school yet. I've seen the happiest people go to being bullied, depressed, and fuck is wrong with life. Bro, what the hell? Ooh, is my head? Ooh, I don't know. What the fuck is going on? My brain hurts, my head hurts, everything hurts when I get back from school. So much walking, so much exercise. Like, one more slip up, they're gonna tell me off. One more slip up, they're gonna scream at me. It's not okay to just shout at them. Please stop screaming. Please, you're really scaring me. You're making me feel really scared, and why am I scared of screaming? I literally deal and I deal with 9 little kids most of the time. Because when we all get together, it's like a giant thing, and all the adults are like in the park, sat down on the benches, while I'm having to make sure Alexia doesn't beat the shit out of Harmony, or Harmony doesn't beat the shit out of Alexia, or Cyrus decides Cyrus isn't going to leave Willow stuck in the swing set. Because, it's just what I do. I like looking after my cousins and siblings and stuff like that. Parents like doing it, obviously. But I like doing it more, so they kind of I ask them to leave us alone for a bit. No, they do it. Well, they don't leave us. If we're in the park, they just sit on the bench and watch me run around looking after the kids. I just love it. I would love to have a big family, but I only want 2 kids, a girl and a boy, because it's kind of what I am. I kind of expected to only have Cyrus as a sibling my whole life, and then Willow came along, and we had more cousins and more cousins. I kind of missed the 4 of us. Me, Cyrus, Lexi, Harmony. I miss my mum being a single mum, and I know that sounds really rude. I miss the 3, my mum, me and Cyrus, being the dream team. We would do everything together. It's school just kind of distanced me. I would just sit in my room and cry, and I just locked my door, make sure no one can hear me, make sure nobody can hear me, make sure nobody can deal with my shit, because I don't want people to ruin their lives because of me. And it's so fucking wrong when I think that. I shouldn't think such bad things about myself, but how couldn't I? I've been put down my whole life, and the few times I get called pretty, my heart melts and I feel like I'm gonna burst into tears, because I'm just one compliment makes my day. Someone was being so nice to me in my comment section the other day, and I'm not even joking. I was literally looking just depressed. My colour was drained from my face. I felt so sick. They left that comment and I read it, and my heart just warms up. It's thank you so much for spending time out of your busy day to say that to me. You didn't even have to do that, and you're just so nice. It's like a fairy account. Fairy accounts are so fucking humble. Why do people be so rude to their community? It's there's kids and adults and people role playing as fairies. What is wrong with that? Why is there really hate on so many different type of people? If you don't like fairies, leave them alone. If you don't like fairies, leave them alone. If you don't like people, just leave them alone. No one cares if you're homophobic. It is not an opinion you're allowed to have. And beat the shit out of me, jump me for all the fuck I care. You don't have the right to have an opinion on the whole entire community. Racist people don't have the right to be hating on me because I'm too white to be black, and I'm too black to be white, and I can't be mixed race because that would just be weird. You don't have the right to tell me that. You don't have the right to say half the shit you do. Nobody gives a fuck if you hate me. Nobody gives a fuck if you hate that whole entire community. That just makes you a bad person. And you guys need to get that in your dumbass brains, you little brats. Because most of the time it's little 7-year-olds that are listening to these weird, I'm done with men. Oh my god, I'm sorry, but nearly every man I'm listening to has listened to those weird alpha male podcasters where it's women deserve to be in the kitchen, women are such fucking fat. You guys need to start controlling your woman. What? Why are we evolving backwards? Why are we evolving backwards? It's no. Women spent so much time to get here and get their rights. Men fought for, I don't know what they fought for. They fought for our countries. Each gender is equal to each other. Each community is equal to each other. If you see 2 gay people or lesbians or bisexuals, or just you see 2 people apart from the LGBTQ+, or a trans person, you do not need to make yourself known that you do not like them. Because I can tell you for sure, they either are going to get really offended, or they're going to give 0 to shit. They're going to give 0 shits about your opinion. And I literally am done with the whole world So many men I know are just so fucking like stupid, and I grew up without a male figure in my life except for my uncle. Me and my uncle can be clawing at each other's throats and then we'll go back to being best friends because he is my father figure. I don't care what the fuck people say. My mum can have many boyfriends. My mum can have like 1,000 million different boyfriends, but she does not. My mum is not like that. But she could. She could bring many male people into my life and I would not give a shit. I've never warmed up. She's had like 3 boyfriends in my whole entire life. But I've never warmed up to one of them. And I don't plan on it. Every time I go to warm up to a man, they break. They ruin me. They literally break my mum's heart, or they break my heart, or they just ruin everything. What the fuck is with this world? Everybody just hurting people for the fun of it. If you don't like someone, just tell them nicely. You don't need to be so horrid. It's like, I'm saying this from the person that literally says be mean to people. But if you're not playing the say eat or be eaten world, if I do not act tough, everyone will pick on me, and I can't. I just generally can't. I just realised, like, after talking to myself for nearly an hour and a half, if this is what a school's done to me, and this is the first day back, I don't think I'm going to be able to do it. I don't think I'm going to make it through the whole of year 7 if I don't know what to say. And school is so... I'm ruined. I'm literally not going to be able to do anything successful ever because school's ruined me so much, the person, mentally and physically. My body gets worn out every single day. I'm literally a spastic brat who doesn't listen to anything anybody says now for the fun of it, because I just feel like rebel, and you'll eventually be happy again, and you're never going to be happy if you keep doing this shit. Find a style, stick to it. Find a friend group, stick to it. Don't find a friend group, be depressed. Don't find a style, be depressed. Either way, I'm upset. No matter what I do, no matter who I'm with, I'm always upset. There's only 3 main people in my life. I'm not including my mum, because my mum just automatically at the top. Alexia, India, and Josh are the only people like properly keeping me alive right now. I feel like if I didn't have them in my life, I would kill myself. Like, I talk to India every single day. Like, Alexia is my cousin, and I've grew up with her. We share a birthday. We share so many things together. It's like, if I didn't have her, I'd probably be really just fucked up. And Josh is just like my best friend. He's so nice. It's like, he makes me feel better about myself even when no one does. He used to defend me even when I was getting bullied. It's like, he's so kind, and it's like, I don't understand why he's so kind to me. I'm such a brat, and it's like, no one should be kind to me. I deserve all the bad treatment I get. It's like, I just don't understand why he's kind to me. And my mum sacrifices so much for me. People really don't understand how much their parents sacrifice for them. Some people get abused by their parents, so, you know, don't come at me. But, like, my mum sacrifices so much for me, like, I could never. Like, right now, mentally, if I had a child and I was her age, the kid would turn just as fucked up as me. Or, when you have a kid, apparently you just become really nice, and, like, when you first see that child, you just click into place. It's like, I nearly lost my voice because I keep talking to myself for an hour and a half straight. And I just need to say, the school's so fucked up. School is really just fucked up at this point. Thinking back, like, the teachers did not tell me I was gonna want to literally, like, my body to just jump off a cliff. The teachers did not tell me all the shit I do to myself is, like, not normal. I just dealt with it, and now it's like, realising what I'm saying out loud, and not just thinking it in my brain, I realise that it's so fucked up in this school. How the fuck did school do this to me? I was such a happy child. I was so happy. Like, I'm not even joking. I was so fucking happy. You could chuck something at me when I was 7. I would probably bite you, to be honest. I had a really weird thing to do that. I would just bite people that annoyed me, but like, you could have asked me how my day went. I'd be like, it was the best day in the world. Someone could ask me how my day went would be right now. And if, like, it depends who it is. It's either I say fuck off, I hate you, go away, or I'm like, good. And if you're lucky, I'll be like, yeah, just ignore you and walk away, because if I go up to someone and tell them, yeah, I wanted to kill myself today, no. Stop freaking making it look like Kevin's behind me, please. I'm not allowed to draw my hands, but I draw my hands anyway because they don't let me draw on paper either. And it's like, I focus better when I'm doodling or like fidgeting, but then they get mad when I'm fidgeting. It's like, I can't sit in your lesson with my head held up high without laying on the desk going to sleep or something. I cannot sit through RS. What the fuck is RS? Why did they go from religious education to religious studies? Go back to RE, please. But yeah, I can't do RS. Like, I'm sorry, but like, I learned about nearly everything to do with all the religions in year 6. And one religion we never study is Satanism. And I know nobody wants to study that for some reason. But like, Doja Cat's a Satanist. And people don't like Doja Cat, but like, in my opinion, she's cool, so yeah, I want to learn about all different religions. So just learning about the like 5 most popular ones isn't going to help me through life. If I go to a country and they do a different religion and I'm like trying to learn about more of that religion, if they've never taught me anything about it, how's that going to help me in life? And I'm sorry, but if every school I'm learning about Christianity, I'm sorry, but like, golly, I cannot do that as my first topic every single term. At this point, I know, like, bro, I know Jesus' middle name at this point or something. Bro could ask me a question about Jesus' life, and I'm an atheist because I know I just can't deal with. I was a Christian, and then all the TikToks about like, if you don't repost this and like, you're gonna get raped in hell. Bitch, nah, I'm not Christian anymore due to the fact that it was like toxic or something, because of me acting like it's a fandom or some shit. But like, if you saw a picture of me as a child, I should recreate some of my pictures. Like, look how worn out my eyes look. I look so fucking ugly and skanky. I miss being a child so badly, and I'm acting like I'm not a child right now. I'm 11 years old. I'm fucking 11 years old, and I'm acting like I'm not a child. I'm ahead of my time. My auntie, and I literally, she was being nice when she said this. She said, "This is why you're so fucked up." Girly, I know. I act so old than my age. I'm growing up too quickly. I know so much shit that 11-year-olds shouldn't know. And it's like, school's just fucked up and it's ruined me. Like, yeah, it's like an hour of me just talking to myself, so. I love everybody with a passion, and if you need anyone to talk to, I'm here for you guys. I swear to God, I don't care who it is. I will listen to your problems. I love you all. Bye.